Sri Sai Ram. Hearty welcome to Sri Sathya Sai Loka Seva Gurukulam online class in mathematics. Are you all happy? Nice. You had petrol? Okay. Now get ready with your books and pens to write down some important things, right? So we are coming to a very interesting and important topic called mensuration. Already we have seen some things about mensuration. So we have studied about the closed plane figures. So what do you mean figure? Figure is something of two-dimensional, just got length and breadth, correct? Or if it is a square, only side will be there, sides will be there, correct? So in a closed plane figure, what do you mean closed plane figure? Figure which is closed. For example, this is called a closed plane figure, which is closed. What is not closed means what? This is not closed figure. Are you following? So closed plane figure, perimeter. There is one thing you have already studied about perimeter. Is the distance around its boundary. So suppose you have this is a closed plane figure. What do you call it? You call it rectangle, correct? So what is perimeter? How many lengths it has got? It has got two lengths and two breadths, correct? So 2 length and 2 breadth. So we say perimeter is equal to 2L plus 2B. Okay. So that is what is told there. Distance around its boundary, this is called boundary. So that distance around its boundary is called perimeter. What is area? Area is the region covered by it. So this region covered by it, that is L into B. Remember? Studied in class 6th and 5th and 7th also. So that is what we have already studied. And also we know areas and perimeters of various plane figures such as triangles. So this is a triangle, correct? What is area of triangle? Half into base into height. This is height, this is base. So that is a triangle, and its perimeter will be A plus B plus C. 3 sides, sum of the 3 sides. That is in the case of a triangle. Also you have seen about square. This is a one model of a square. Here length and breadth are equal. You must not take thickness here. We should see that it is a figure. It's a 2-dimensional. So here length and breadth are equal. So perimeter becomes A plus A plus A plus A, 4A. And area becomes A squared. Also you have seen about rectangle, correct? In rectangle you have 2 lengths and 2 breadths. So perimeter becomes 2L plus 2B. Area becomes L into B, correct? Also you have seen about circles. In case of circle, the area is pi r square and perimeter is 2 pi r. Already studied in the previous class. And also about area of pathways or borders in rectangular shapes. You have seen about the rectangle, and there will be all around that rectangle there will be pathways, correct? And also sometimes they grow grass and all, and that area you will be knowing. You already studied about that. So that is all what you have studied in the previous class, correct? Now we will see some formulas, important formulas. Already we told it is a rectangle. Area of rectangle, the shape is rectangle. Area is length into breadth. You may note down. Perimeter becomes 2a plus 2b, or you can write 2 into a plus b. That is the perimeter. In case of square, area is a into a square, and the perimeter becomes 4 into a, 4a. In case of triangle, area is half base into height, and the perimeter becomes, you can say, 3 sides if you call it a plus b plus c, because it may change. This is b here, this we call it as a, this we call it as c. So a plus b plus c is the perimeter. Okay. Also we will see some more, 2 more are there. One is called parallelogram. You have seen parallelogram? In a parallelogram, the opposite sides are equal. This is a small model of a parallelogram. Opposite sides are equal and parallel, correct? And we have seen the formula, base into height, BH, and perimeter becomes, suppose you have this also b there, so b plus b, 2b it becomes, and this we call it as a, so 2a plus 2b, 2 into a plus b you can call, because opposite sides are equal and parallel, and therefore if this is b, this also becomes b, 2 into a plus b. That is nothing but sum total of the boundary. Coming to circle, area of circle is pi into radius square, pi r square what you call. Here radius is going to be b, so pi b square, or it is also equal to 2 pi b. A radius is b, therefore 2 pi b. And how do you measure it? The unit. The unit is, area is measured by square units, so much of square units, and perimeter is measured by units, it may be meter or a centimeter, whatever it is. So this is also square units. Perimeter is always measured in terms of units, correct? So this is already you have seen all these things. Now we come into the today's topic. Let us take some example to review the previous knowledge. So you have learned so many things earlier about this mensuration. Let us take some examples to review the previous knowledge. Okay. So one of the example is, the shape of a garden is rectangular in the middle and semicircular in the ends, as shown in the diagram. So how many of you have the habit of walking in the morning? No walking, running and jumping, correct? As you might have seen some elderly people who go for walking, correct? In the morning or evening, especially in the cities. So that they are quoting here. This is a garden. And they may ask, where are the plants and where are the trees and so on. That cannot be shown, it is a 3-dimensional, no? This is a shape of the garden, okay? And here there are 2 things you must note. This garden is having one rectangle here and 2 semicircular. You heard about circle? Yeah. The semicircular means what? Half of the circle. So 2 sides you have semicircular portions. So length of the rectangle. Length of the rectangle is, so length of the rectangle is given to be, no, length of the total garden is given to be 20 meters. Now you have to find out only length of the rectangle. So this length is to be subtracted. What is that? That is the radius. That is a key point. See, this is the breadth, and if we say semicircle, all the radii will be equal. So half of that, if this is 7, this becomes 3.5, and this becomes 3.5. This also becomes 3.5. Followed? So that is a thing you should know. correctly. How we got 3.5? That is half of the diameter. As you know, radius r is equal to d by 2. D is 7 by 2, that is 3.5 centimeters. So that is how you got 3.5 here. Total length of the garden is 20, breadth of the garden is 7. So that you have to subtract. Here also the radius is equal to 3.5. So 20 minus this radius and this radius, that is subtract. That is how we got the length. Coming to breadth, the breadth is already given 7 meters. And what is the formula? So area of the rectangle. As the shape consists of 3 portions. First known portion, that is rectangle, we know already. That was the formula for that. Length into breadth. Have you noted the figure? No. Write down, come on. Draw the figure, write all the measurements, then only proceed. Okay. Now area of the rectangle is equal to L into B. Correct? You studied in class 7th. So what is L? L is 13. What is B? B of the rectangle is 7. 13 into 7. 91. So much of square meters. It is not centimeter here. Note it as meters. Garden will not be centimeters, correct? So 3.5 meters. This also meters, okay? Super. So 91 meter square, that is the area of the rectangle. Now the question is not over. We have got 2 semicircular regions. So what is the area of the semicircle? We know area of circle is pi r square. So area of circle we have studied earlier as pi r square. Okay. Now therefore area of semicircle. Semi means what? Half. You heard about luxury buses. Semi-luxury. It will be little less than luxury, but more than ordinary express. Semi. So like that, semi means half of it. So half of pi r square, it is the formula. So you have to write area, you can say A1, this is A2. A2 is half of pi r square, there are 2 times. So half pi r square plus half pi r square becomes pi r square only. So pi r square is the formula. That is 22 by 7 into r square. What is r? 3.5 into 3.5. 7 ones are, 7 5s are. So 11 into 3.5. 11 3s are, 11 5s are 55, 11 3s are 33 plus 5, 38. So 38.5 meter square. Don't forget the unit. You must write the units correctly. When it comes for areas, we want to write it as square meters. So 2 semicircular, we have done it once for all. Half pi r square here and half pi r square there. Totally it becomes 1 pi r square. Now next question, actually they asked find the area of the total garden. So total area of the garden. How to find total? Rectangle, area of the rectangle, that is 91, plus area of the circular region, that is 38.5. That comes to 0.5 9 129.5 square meters. Okay, that is the first part. Understood? So what you have done, this is an important point. Area, length of the rectangle. Why you are taking a rectangle? That is what we know already. So 20 minus these two radius, you have to subtract, it comes like this, 13. Breadth is 7 meters. Area is 13 into 7, 91. Area of the two semicircular regions. This is called first semicircular region. This is called second semicircular region. So half pi r square plus half pi r square becomes 1 pi r square. So 38.5. How you got it? Pi is 22 by 7. 3.5 into 3.5, you get 38.5. Okay, and you may ask why you are repeating, sir. Just for the sake of majority of the boys or girls who cannot follow. Okay, this is a 4 marks question. Total area of the garden, 91 plus 38.5, that comes to 129.5 square meters. Okay, noted down. Shall we pass on to perimeter? Second part. Now we have to find out, second part of the question is perimeter of the garden. That is what you have to find out. After finding area, as we have started the discussion that there will be, in cities they have got parks, and all the all parks there will be hundreds of people in the early morning going round, and there will be path, correct? And here so total length, perimeter means total length of the path. Here this is this length is known. Just now you found out the length of this portion, and two semicircular portion, but you should not calculate these two, you should not take into consideration. Okay, so you have length of the rectangle. Already we have found out in the previous problem. How much it is? 20 minus 7, that is 13 meters. And now you have two semicircular regions. So perimeter of two semicircular regions. What is the formula? 2 pi r. So for circle is 2 pi r, but there are two semicirculars, so pi r plus pi r becomes 2 pi r. That is 2 into pi, 22 by 7, into r. Already done it. R is what? Half of this. This breadth is 7, so half of it is 3.5. So r becomes 2 into pi into r, 3.5. So that will be equal to 7 ones are 7 5s are 11 into 44 into 5. This is 11 into 2, that is 22. Total perimeter of the garden See, it is so simple. This length we have found out. This length also we have found out. How much it is? 13. So 2 times length, 2L you can say, plus 2 times, or see the semicircles. So 2 times perimeter of the semicircle. Perimeter of the semicircles. So 2 times length means what? 2 into 13 plus what is a semicircle? 22. Perimeter of 2 semicircle is 22. So 26 plus 22 becomes 48. So much of meters. So when you write perimeter, you must express in meters. If it is area, means square meters. So total perimeter of the garden is 2 lengths plus 2 semicircular region. 2 semicircular region means what? It becomes a circle, and we have found that it is 22 meters. So 26 plus 22, 48 meters. Okay, 4 marks question. Noted down? Okay, we will pass on to next problem. So Mrs. Kaushik has a square plot with a measurement as shown. So this is a square plot. What is the area of this square? Yes, come on. Length into length, or side into side, right? So here it is, breadth is 25, length is 25. So area becomes 25 square. Okay. So here you have to do step by step. They are asking, she wants to construct a house in the middle of the plot. So in the middle of the plot, you have to construct a house. And now they are asking, what is the cost? First you must write a solution. Area of the square plot. How many of you got garden in your house? Yes, most of you, right? So develop garden, important. At least one kid or one person should develop at least 5 plants. Okay, and you may say we are living in a quarters, there is no place. At least 2. If not any place, you do some creepers. Okay, you will develop nature, right? So here is one lady by name Mr. Kaushik, Mrs. Kaushik. So here she has a square plot, area of the square plot. What is the formula for a square plot? Square plot formula. Breadth, side square, right? A square, that is equal to 25 square. What is 25 square? 625 square meters. So that one thing is over. Inside that, she wants to construct a house in the middle of the plot. So here is a house in the middle of that. So now what is the area of the house? Next point, area of the house, that is in the middle. What is the formula? It's a rectangle, L into B, correct? What is L? L is 20. What is B? 15. So 20 into 15 is 300. So much is the area of the rectangle. Now they are developing a garden. So area of the garden. How to find area of the garden? Total area minus area of the house, correct? Area of the garden is equal to total area is 625 minus house area 300, that is 325. Followed? Noting down? Good. Now what is the cost? Cost of Cost of developing a garden. Cost of developing a garden is equal to, for developing garden means what? To bring the grass, to plant the grass, to supply water, if necessary some fertilizers, all those, they are called a developing garden. For every square meter you have to pay 55 rupees. 55. For every square meter you have to pay 55 rupees. Now they are asking what is the total cost. So rupees 55 per square meter. What do you mean square meter? Square meter means 1 meter length, 1 meter breadth. That is called square meter. And then therefore total cost. Total cost of developing a garden. 1 square meter is 55. Now the area, total area of the garden is 325. So 325 into 55. That is the total cost. Can you do it? Okay, try. 325 into 55. 5 5 is 25. 1625. 1625. Add it. 17,875 rupees. You also got it? Okay, that's all. So what you have done? First you have done the area of the square. That is a plot. Area of the square is given by the formula side square, 25 square. Then we found area of the house. It is rectangle in shape. That is 20 into 15, 300. Then the area of the garden. How do you got it? Area of the plot minus area of the house. So 625 minus 300, that is 225. Cost of developing the garden, 55 rupees per square meters. So total cost 325 into 55, that is 17,825 rupees. Shall we see some home assignment? Okay, note it down. So this is the same thing what you have done now. So area of the big square. Now we will see home assignment, correct? Match the following figures with their respective areas in the box. Here is a box given. You might find the areas of all these and you have to match it here. Will you do it? Okay. Now let us see quotation of Bhagwan Baba. Be like a flute, be hollow. So here is Lord Krishna. Who is this? Radha. So love between Radha and Krishna is very pure and it was selfless. So wherever there is Krishna, there is Radha will be there. Correct? So we should have developed Bhagavad Prema, love for God, like Radha had with Krishna. Be like a flute, be hollow, straight and light. Says, flute, how many have seen flute? Okay, in the flute, that there will be full hollow it is. And it is straight also. And it is light also. So, no hindrance to his breath. So, when it is in the Lord's hands, Lord will be blowing with that. Means we are also like flute only. If you are free from ego and attachment, then God will talk through us, sing through us, dance through us, breathe through us, everything. So there is no hindrance there. He will come and he will breathe divine music through us. So will you be ready like that? to be flute in the hands of Lord Krishna. Means you should be free from ego and attachment. Then you feel the divine vibrations. Okay. So come prepared for the home assignments. Thank you.